It's Isleweaver time, baby. Oh, ah, ah. Oh, that says I have 19 Forma. I thought that gave me 19 Forma. I ain't gonna lie. I was about to shit my pants with power. No, it's Isleweaver time. We got some messages. Oh, of course, there's a fucking hotfix. My God, I shouldn't have tried to do this as soon as the update dropped. But I guess before we log out, I do want to explain this real quick. Do you see that at the bottom there? That Warframe slot? The junctions got reworked, and Venus's, I think I've mentioned this before, but Venus's got changed to where they incentivize you to craft Rhino, because we've already done the junction. It's just going to give us the rewards for it, and you got a tasty little Warframe slot there. That brings us up to 5 now. We also got the Furious, which we already have the Furious, but what makes this one we got better is, okay, yeah. This one has a catalyst. I don't know why it doesn't show it here. I mean, if we go over here, does it? Oh, it doesn't in that menu. Okay, I'm a capper. But I got some stuff to talk about before we get into what we're gonna do in today's episode. First time in a while, but we're gonna be able to enjoy an update on the Iron Man account the moment it comes out. All right, it's time. The first episode that brought us here, we defeated Captain Vorn. And the boss was a bit of a nothing burger. Let's not pretend like it wasn't. But he's been reworked. It's time we go kick his ass. But I thought it'd be fun to do something fun. I don't know what I was gonna say there. We're gonna jump into the new Vor fight, but we're going back down a peg. I've set us up with some low-level gear, so we can reminisce about the good old days when we had nothing. Of note, I did form a Volt, so we can get him back down to rank 0. I put another V polarity on him, so that way we would meet the requirements to get Volt Prime, whenever we can get Volt Prime. The Bratton, I am cheating a little bit. I got Serration on. I don't think it'll matter too much. This thing kind of sucks. Balls. The Leto is going unmodded. And the Mark 1 bow, we're going to put pressure point on. Take that stance off. Alright, this should be good. We are ready to go fight Captain Vor again. Okay, now we're back in and we have the dog is on standby, as it should be. Isn't this just so nostalgic? It's like we just started Warframe, except we didn't. we're 4 months of episodes in and we're fighting Vor again with our baby equipment, just like the good old days. Oh, this is different. Here we go.
Foolish Tenno, do you realize your notice has sent you to die?
Damn, that goes so much harder now that he's different. Oh, yeah. So, I mean, we're still kind of steamrolling him. That has everything to do with having a leveled Serration on, but really we weren't going to struggle anyway. I was just being cute with the equipment. That's the first phase. Ooh. Let's use the Leto. Oh, there we go. That's better. We'll just use this. Make it seem like a lot more of a challenge than it actually is. Not much, bud. Oh. Here we go. Oh, dude, that was cheating, bro. Oh my god. Whoa. Hooah. 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 Alright. Sick. We've made it. taste lead. Ah. Damn. Bam! We did it, guys. We beat Captain Vor for the first time ever. The red text at the bottom is scary, but that's because Operation 8 Claw just launched. That was awesome. We liked that fight. It's pretty cool. But there's one more thing I want to show that isn't relevant to us, but I had my jaw dropped when I saw it. This is what he drops on Steel Path. My God. I was not expecting him to drop anything new other than Steel Path having a hard mode boss and then some accolades. Arcane Battery, Arcane Blessing, Steadfast, brother, Cascadia Flare. My God. Glory to Captain Vor, 100-year Captain Vor. We're at Barrow Katir for our bi-weekly Barrow run, but since we're in Isleweaver now, it's a bit more exciting. Loot boxes, oh yeah! Watch this Signa pull first try. All right, well that's not the Signa, but that's pretty good. 2 Forma for 50,000 credits. Love to see it. You know what else we love to see? Voltaic Strike. I don't remember if I mentioned that we wanted this really bad, but we did, because this is one of 2 electricity 60/60s that we can only get from Barrow. So we're gonna get that from Barrow. I know. Crazy. And then for the final thing we're gonna get from Barrow is gonna be Primed Fever Strike. Absolutely busted Prime mod for melee. So we'll get that. Alrighty, with Barrow Katir visited and Captain Vor dead, what are we gonna do for this week's episode? We should be doing the second dream up there at the top right, but I don't want to just yet, which is actually like it's coming closer and closer to me wanting to do that quest to get the operator. But real goal before we hit the second dream chapter of our Warframe career is I want to get Mastery Rank 10, and the reason for that is because I have a cool idea for once we get to Mastery Rank 10 for the second dream video. You guys will like it. It'll be awesome. So that's our goal. We're gonna get Mastery Rank 10. So we're a good ways into Mastery Rank 8. We only need 8,000 Mastery Rank in order to get to 9, and then I'm sure Mastery Rank 9 will be like 40,000, 60,000, somewhere around there. I haven't been keeping track. Also, as you can see, I'm marked to death by literally everybody. I've been doing invasion missions on the side, trying to get those weapons. We can actually come down here because I have a little bit of stuff to show. First things first. Let's go in here. Boom. Valkyr. I went ahead and crafted Valkyr for this update because she recently, and by recently I mean with this update, got a rework. And I played her 5 minutes on my main and then said, yeah, I'm good with what I have. So to really try her out, I built her on the Iron Man, even though we don't have access to everything. We'll go over what she does in a second. What I did want to show, though, is that we have access to the Dara Vandal. I'm going to build the normal Dara before I craft the Dara Vandal. This isn't a rule for our Iron Man account. I just feel like doing it that way. So it's going to sit in our foundry for a while, teasing me, but that's ready to go. That's cool because it has an Incarnon. So maybe by the time we craft it, be able to slap that on. Who knows? But we need stuff to do desperately for Mastery Rank. And the only thing we can do for Mastery Rank is to craft Warframes and craft Sentinels because they give the most. So that's what we're going to do. Let's come over here. We already have the Warframe crafted, so that's not a big deal. But we're companions, that's right. We need a Sentinel to craft. And for our first one, I think we should go with the best one in parentheses or in quotation marks because it's just my preference. Worm. We're gonna just buy this. I'm not even gonna think about it. Bit pricey, but remember, we invested in the index stocks. So if we're dying for credits, we'll just go do that. Let's go ahead and start building him. Now, Worm on his own, he's got Assault Mode and Crowd Dispersion. Assault Mode is just I attack things, and Crowd Dispersion, I couldn't tell you off the top of my head, but I know you don't use it, so hee. What makes Worm good isn't the fact that his mods are good or his weapon is good. What is it? The laser rifle. What makes him good is that he has an augment, which we're gonna go get because we can get it right now. We're at the boy Cephalon Cimeris. Oh, I just took a swig of Dr. Dynamite. It's so good. Now, Cephalon Cimeris sells all of the Sentinel mods. And we're just gonna look at Worms, which prevents status effects from applying to its owner once every 5 seconds. I had a little bit of a brain fart there. Yeah, he just gives us status immunity and cleanses us every 5 seconds. You know, that thing we're forced to run rapid resilience for, because if we get hit by an electricity proc on Fortuna, a toxin proc, a heat proc, a bleed proc, you know, it just fucking annihilates us and blows us into a million pieces. Yeah, he stops that. Oh. So now that we have worm crafting and we have his augment sitting ready for him, let's come over here and talk about Valkyr. Looking pretty cool. Valkyr's base design is nice because it's like an experimented on Warframe from L&V. But let's go over what she does. We'll go over here, the passive. Valkyr accumulates rage when hitting or killing enemies with melee weapons, increasing her melee damage up to 300%, taking fatal damage when the rage meter is above. Taking fatal damage when the rage meter is above 150% consumes the meter, preventing death and granting it 5 seconds of invulnerability. Just to briefly explain something about her rework, which is the only thing I'm gonna compare to her old design, is that she used to be actually invincible. You'd pop Hysteria, and then you just have complete immunity, and it was awesome. But it was what she was known for. It was all she could do. Instead of just being, I pop my 4 and I'm invincible, they reworked her kit and made her more of a standard Warframe, which is good. Bit of a controversial rework, you know, it isn't like Nova where they just made her actual S tier Warframe. I think it should be fine. Even though it removed her identity of just not dying and made her a health tank, which is undesirable these days. That's fine. That's fine. I think I went on a tangent too. God damn. First ability, Rip Line, Grapple Hook. It pulls you where you're looking. If it hits an enemy though, it pulls people in to that enemy, and she does an attack on them. And we'll get to see that once we start playing her, because we are rank 0. War Cry. You give yourself and allies within affinity range, which is pointless to us. Gives us more armor and more attack speed, which is nice considering she's a melee character, as we'll see. Paralysis. We do a scream. It makes the enemies that get hit by it slowed and take more damage to melees. Pretty self-explanatory. And then Hysteria. Now, Hysteria is another one of the exalted weapon tree, where you pop her 4 and you get access to her claws that she has. These little booster boxes on the back of her forearms, supplying her energy to her claws. You get lifesteal on claw hits. You do damage with the claws. I know, crazy. And if you have Warcry active, you get 3 times armor. And you're also status immune during this, which is really, really awesome, because it means we don't have to put rapid resilience on this character, which is huge. So, as for how we're going to build her, as we can see, we've got the 2 V polarities. That's really good, because I'm going to come up here. I finally get to slot this in on someone without thinking. Steel Charge. We get 60% extra melee damage. Pretty big, but what really is big about this mod is that for whatever reason, it gives you 9 extra mod capacity for slotting it in the aura slot, which means since we have the matching V polarity, it's giving us 18. Yummy. I still don't know why this one is higher than most. I feel like melee damage is cracked. Rifle amp's only going to give us, what, 7 at most? Yeah, 7. Who knows, who knows. We'll put on an Arcane, easy peasy. We got Fury from this Nightwave up to rank 1, so we're going to get 60% extra melee damage on crits, and it says 60% chance, but trust me, that shit procs near constantly, so we're not worried about it. I think this is gonna be fine enough. Pretty good starter build for our Valkyr. But let's go ahead and use her. Now, what I'm gonna do for our girl Valkyr here, and how I'm gonna be leveling stuff up for a little bit, is we're going to, and this isn't the most efficient, by the way. I just want to put that out there. We're gonna finish a grind that I said I'd do probably like 10 episodes ago, but never got around to doing. We're gonna finish off Koumei. We're gonna get all of her stuff from this shrine defense. All right, here we go. Oh, out of range. Damn. Whee! It's gonna be pretty sick. Now our range is kind of bad, but I don't know. I like that grapple hook. It's kind of fun. But let's see it on a enemy. Ooh, wow. That was pretty anticlimactic, but that's just because these enemies are little dainty flowers. So, I'm gonna cut back to when we have all of our abilities active, so I can show them all off at once. All right, we hit level 10, so you know what that means. We got the full front row seats to all the abilities. Let's get back into it. So the first ability is, we've already seen it. Zip line. We can pull ourselves to enemies. It'll do a melee attack on them, and if there are any nearby the one we grappled. War cry. Rah. Now we have more armor, and we also have a faster attack speed, which I'll show off by just meleeing with the Zorus. Paralysis. We debuff the enemy. And her bread and butter, her ult. Oh yeah. Now I don't have these modded at all. You can mod the exalted weapons, but I just hit level 10, so I started recording. We just get to melee. If we war cry, our melee's faster, and while we're in hysteria, we get 3 times the amount of armor from war cry. So yeah, we're pretty much unkillable. Also, at the bottom right above our ability bar, as you can see down there, we have our passive, which is always going up when we melee things. Above that threshold of halfway point, we are unkillable. So if we were to die, which here is impossible, so I can't show it. Yeah. So far, from what I've noticed of playing her before the rework and after, is I don't know, man. The passive is really nice at the bottom. It always is at like 300%. We're not even killing all that many things. Like in Steel Path, we'd be constantly slaying enemies down, so this passive would just never go down. And I do really like the change to zipline. Also, side note, look at this jump animation. Stick. Anyway, I do really like the changes to zipline. Now it's a good mobility tool and also a usable ability, whereas before it was just kind of buns. And I really adore their change of making a lot of the old buffs you can move while casting them. For instance, Warcry. We don't have to stop our momentum to cast that every 2 seconds. And paralysis. But I think you could always move with paralysis. I'm not too sure on that. I forgot these guys were the infested, the Deimos guys, because we got a really good mod. Wasn't condition overload, no. We got Carnus Stinger, which gives us our slash and status on pistols. A niche mod, but a good one. Just wanted to show that off. Editing Tormandee here, just to say, for whatever reason, we managed to pull a 0.2% drop chance here. I didn't realize it at the time, but now that I've seen it, I'm kind of sitting here fucking bewildered. Okay, I came here to Koumei's Shrine because I wanted to take a peek at how we were doing on Fate Pearls. The only time I've really done Shrine Defense is to do our Nightmare missions, whenever it was available on Shrine Defense. So, let's take a look. I had to back away because she talks a lot. We have none of the Koumei bits. They're pretty expensive. We have 153 Fate Pearls right now. We're almost done with the Higasa, which is kind of funny. And then we're missing the blades of the Eminata. So we're going to have to do this quite a bit, but we are just going to get it done. And plus, all of these weapons do require Fate Pearls to craft. So, and then we're going to have to mine resources. Yes! Alright, now after about a few hours of grinding that Shrine Defense, we're done. We did it. We are now crafting Koumei. I actually did manage to get the Koumei blueprint as a drop, saving us like 150 Fate Pearls. So, awesome! But we're also going to come in here to our Misk section, because we're going to start crafting the Higasa as well. I ran out of credits, or else I'd build the Amanata too, but I guess that's going to have to wait. We can get some credits back real quick. We can come over to our mod section, and if we come over here to quick select, uncommon or below, yeah, it's fine. And let's keep one extra unranked copy of all of those. Yeah, 736,000 credits. Oh, that's such a good feature. Look at all this crap that we're getting rid of. Sick. And yeah, that's a pretty stacked thing right there. And that's it. We come over here to Valkyr. I have her to rank 30. And what this means is we can come in here, and I actually do need to pull up the tab real quick, so give me just a second. Alright, now Valkyr normally just has the 2V polarities, but Valkyr Prime has 3. So if we ever want to use Valkyr Prime, which we might, we'll just set this aside, get her to rank 1, and honestly, I feel kind of bad that this one's going to be short-lived, but yeah, we're getting rid of Valkyr. For our efforts of subsuming Valkyr, we're going to get access to Warcry, which we're not going to use on anybody. But this is going to give us XP for our next metamorphosis. Bye-bye. Tough. And that really didn't give us a lot of XP for that. This is potentially bad because how many slots do we have? 3. We need to get to 4. Oh, okay. We're not looking very good for our subsum slots. I've kind of wasted them, but it's okay. I think stockpiling these for later is a good thing to start doing. We will use our presumable last slot for an actual good helmet ability. Probably Roar. It's most certainly Roar. It'll definitely be Roar.